Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakudash, double honors. Goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay. Through the Spirit, I'm going to read Genesis 8, starting at the top. It says, "And the Most High remembered Noah and every living thing all the cattle that was with him in the ark, and the Most High made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained. And the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated." And this is obviously dealing with the flood, right? The first end. When Yahweh ended he ended the majority of the people. The elect of that time were Noah and his daughters and his wife and his daughters' husbands, which was a total of 8. In verse 4, "The ark rested in the 7th month on the 7th day of the month upon the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from the earth." All right, so Noah, through his wisdom, he sent the raven, and then he ended up sending a dove, which another word for dove is a pigeon. All right, and if you understand, ravens and doves, they have abilities to fly far distances and then return to their homes. All right, that's why you have that term, a homing pigeon, because pigeons will actually do that. They'll fly away, and they can fly far distances and then go back to their original home. So this was wisdom that Yahweh had given Noah to understand that those birds were capable of doing that. So he sent the raven, which went forth to and fro, which means to and fro means he went somewhere, and then fro means he came back, until the waters were dried up from the earth. Also he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off of the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, and the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand and took her and pulled her unto him into the ark, and he stayed yet other 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came into him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. Right. So it's because of that skill that the dove, or the pigeon, the homing pigeon, was able to bring back that olive leaf. Which Noah, when he saw the tree leaf, the olive tree, he knew that the waters were abated, and he knew that they were about ready to come out of the ark, right? Verse 12, "And he stayed yet other 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. And it came to pass in the 600th." So when the dove didn't return, that was a sign that the dove was, there was life on the earth. It wasn't just water. All right. "And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, that the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry." All right. So he was able to understand and realize that the waters had receded. Verse 14, and in the second month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. And the Most High spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife, and thy sons and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee of all flesh, both of the fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. All right. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds went forth out of the ark. All right, so everything was coming out of the ark. All of the creatures, all the the creepy crawlers, the birds, the mammals, all the animals came out of the ark after the flood. And it says in verse 20, and Noah builded an altar unto Yahweh, and took every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. Right, because there's certain animals that are deemed unclean, and they're not worthy of a sacrifice. All right, unto Yahweh. Verse 21, and Yahweh smelled the sweet savor, and Yahweh said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done, while the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Right, so, this is the story of the ark, and the story of when Noah, was able to come out of the ark with his family and the animals. All right, and it's just a short lesson. I'm on lunch right now from the plantation. But also, when I was looking into the raven and the dove, which is another word for dove, is a pigeon, the same type of bird. They do that. Like I said, they have that ability to fly far distances, and they end up, returning. So, it's the wisdom that Yahweh had bestowed upon Noah to do that with those two particular birds, the raven and the dove. All right, and then when I did the research on that, because I started looking into, on YouTube, or I'm not on YouTube, on Google, I started looking into the two birds, their characteristics and whatnot, and I came across just the fact that they a flock of ravens is often considered an oh shoot, I looked it up. What was it called? Well, I know one of them was a flock of ravens. Sometimes it's called a conspiracy. All right, and then another. Let's see. And another one is called an unkindness. It says, I'll read it right here. I got it pulled up. A group of ravens is called an unkindness, or sometimes a conspiracy. However, most people use the more general term flock, right? Ravens are sometimes given these names because people in the past thought they were a sign of bad luck or death. Ravens are also traditionally considered creepy, and seeing a large group of them that can be unsettling. In fact, ravens can become stressed when they are in large groups. For example, researchers have found that young ravens experience avian anxiety in flocks, which only goes away when they pair off and find their own territory. All right. So again, a group of ravens, just for a fun fact, is called an unkindness or a conspiracy. All right. But like I said, Yahweh had given Noah that knowledge that those birds, the raven and the dove, have that ability to fly far away and then return to their home site. And you can look up the term homing pigeon, and that's what it literally is. So, with that, I just wanted to do a quick lesson. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakudash, Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, I want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect.